What's up? What's up? This is JuJuan Buford, broadcast Detroit metropolitan area. I'm getting ready to pick up the kiddos from school. And I was recently reflecting on a training I listened to from a business mentor. And she basically talked about the ideal that at the end of the day, as an entrepreneur, what you have to understand is the arbitrage. And the arbitrage in any entrepreneur endeavor is simply this, right? And you've probably heard this time and time again. Well, what people say is that, look, when you are an entrepreneur, you are paid commensurate with the challenges that you're dealing with. In other words, the bigger the problems, the bigger the compensation. But what they don't tell you is this. And this is the error in judgment I made, because when I would hear that, I would say, okay, let me solve all the problems in my business. Let me figure out how I can increase sales, how I can figure out how to increase the leads. Let me figure out how to become more effective at the deliverables. Let me figure out how I can become more effective at operations. Let me figure out how I can become more effective in terms of my finances, right? Business credit, personal credit, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But the one thing they don't really talk about, or the one thing that I saw in between the lines, right? I read in between the lines, saw the gray area. You know, the biggest challenge is, it's not the business. Entrepreneurship is not necessarily easy, but it's simple. The biggest challenge, the problem you have to solve is you. It's you. What are the challenges you're having as a leader? What are the challenges you're having as a person that deserves the success that you're taking aim at? Whether it's $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 a month, $1 million a month. Who do you have to become? That's the biggest challenge you have to solve. And that's the conversation that doesn't transpire enough when we talk about scaling and growing and achieving our goals as entrepreneurs, right? And, you know, you can't tell, like, I'm at a loss of words. I'm almost a little bit speechless because it took me over a decade to figure this part out. The challenge is not the entrepreneur endeavor. I believe what Alex Hormozi says. Well, basically, if you are a business owner with the work ethic, intellect, and a real product, a real value prop, you can scale any business to $100K or $100 million. You really can. With the technology and the changing landscape and everything that's transpiring, the fact that we have access to more people, whether it be in your city or neighborhood or in your state or county or within the nation or within the country, if you have a real value prop, you can go out here and scale a phenomenal business that generates hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. But that's not really the challenge, because entrepreneurship, once again, is simple. It's just a couple levers you have to pull. The real challenge is you. Are you that guy? Are you that gal that can handle the pressure, the stress, the scrutiny, the hateration, all the different challenges that come up? Are you able to manage life and deal with life problems? Because it doesn't matter how much money you earn, life problems do not disappear. The BS.com is there waiting for you all day, every day. And when you're in business, you're not in the business of necessarily selling or producing widgets. You're in the business of people. Are you that guy or that gal that can handle the challenges that come with life and deal with things you need to deal with to be successful? It's fascinating. Celebrate success in advance. Goodbye for now.